Okay, so there's a couple of gold Skulltulas down here. Like I said in previous episode, if I've moved on to the second episode now, is I don't need to collect these. I probably won't collect all of them. I definitely won't be collecting all of them. That's pointless. But I'll collect these two just because they're super obvious. There's some in like Kakariko Village I'll pick up because they're super obvious. And that's pretty much all the, like, if they're not out of my way, like rolling into a tree and getting one easy, I'll get that. So I'll probably end up like maybe saving one or two of the Skulltula peoples, but that's about it. And if people didn't watch the first part, I am rushing through this game. I'm not 100%ing it. It's a 3-heart run, so I will not be collecting any heart pieces or heart containers. It's one of those. I'll just ignore this scrub. It's not a scrub. It's a Baba. Deku Baba, right? Navi, tell me if I'm right. It's a Deku Baba. Correct. I know my Zelda enemies. And this is Mr. 23 number 1, I believe. Let's see. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. I'm not reading dialogue in this game. However, this guy is Mr. 23. Number 1, yeah. 231. 23 is number 1. Yep. Do you think I'm a traitor? Yeah, you're a scrub. And I changed my controls over, so it feels much better now. Which is good. Listen! I mean, this game is way better at not hand-holding you. I just wish there was a way to skip them. Like, I'm already... Like, I'm over halfway through the first dungeon of the game. And we're less than, like, half an hour into the game right now. Admittedly, I am going through this very quickly. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Yeah, there we go. Can we just jump this as well? I think we can. Yeah. That's a Deku Stick jump. So usually Skulltulas, when you're Child Link, take 2 hits to the back with the Kokiri sword, but if you just Deku Stick jump slash them, they die to 1. Just as if it was a Master Sword hit as Adult Link, which does the same damage as the Deku Stick. So let's move this across. Nice little camera clipping through the wall there. Now, some people also may be asking, why am I playing the N64 version, not the 3DS version? I put a video up back in November, as I tried to speak coherently. And people just wanted to see this version, so I gave them what they wanted. Link. There we go. So there's no high-res textures on this or anything. There's just a little bit of scaling and some anti-aliasing and things like that. Just stuff that the emulator gives me. Right, let's do this. So the Deku Babas in this room are the form that don't attack you, but if you run into them, they can still hurt you. And they regrow. So like, you can literally just sit here and grind them for Deku Sticks if you really wanted to. Because in the time it takes you to come over here, kill this one, you can walk back over here. And momentarily, it will regrow. But we're going to move on. Get a rupee in the process. Again, I will show you guys this move. 1-hit kill. It's pretty good. Again, this isn't like a walkthrough or a tutorial or anything, so I'm not here to show everybody lots of cool things in Ocarina of Time, because I'm pretty sure most people know it already. One thing is, don't go into the middle of this room unless you want to fight a bunch of baby spiders. Oh, come on! I'd waited too long for this. My torch went out. You can make it. You can run either way and make it. It just decided to die right as I ran up to it, which is a very typical me thing to do. But we're pretty much at the end of this dungeon now. It is pretty quick. I am going to try, I talked about it in episode 1, which means it's not going to happen. I'm going to try to 1-stage Goma, which means kill her super, super quick. Again, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I haven't done it And I think the last time I did it was when I played it on the 3DS 6 months ago, which is my last playthrough. But, you know, we will see. I don't really need to kill these guys here. I don't need Deku Sticks. I have full Deku Sticks now, so. So the only thing here to do is you jump down this way. I don't know why I'm commentating through like this is a walkthrough. It's not a walkthrough. It's a 3-heart run, and I should be worried about that. And just swing. And let's lunge down. And 23 is number 1. 2, 3 is number 1. There we go. How did you know our secret? Because 23 is number 1. It's not a secret. You're not going to reveal... No, you don't need to reveal a secret of your Spider Queen to me. The coup de grace. The coup de grace. No. Yeah, thanks. That's great. Really useful information. Alright, first boss of Ocarina of Time. Let's do this thing. I'm really bad at figuring out where the entrance is, but I think it's like... Oh man, I always forget. How do you jump slash? Oh, it's just like this, right? Yeah, okay. There we go. So I'm gonna try to do this here. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy being green, and Link is very green. So you lock on, and then you do this. So again, jump slash. Spawn Gohma. Well, she jumps down, doesn't she? So let's see how well I can pull this off. I don't think this is going to work, but let's see. No, no. Oh man, it's not working. Okay, let's try this again. This is after a quick soft reset. So let's see how it goes. Gohma comes down and does her scream, as she always does. Right, so do some of this. Do some of this. There we go. Whoa! That's my celebration sound. It's that easy to kill Gohma. It's just about... You go in, you shield stab, and then you throw a Deku Nut straight away. If you stab again, she's just going to get up and ignore your Deku Nut attempts. But that easy. All done. Avoid the heart container because we are doing a 3-heart run. And out we go. That felt good. I won't tell you guys how many times I tried to attempt that. It would have been cooler if it was on my first, but I, for some reason, was locking on with Z-Target. Maybe I'll do something cool at the end of the episode. Well done, Link. Yeah, well done, me. Killed Gohma in 3 hits. 4, if you count the Deku Nut. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. Yes, thank you very much. I am very courageous. Old tree. Gandalf tree. I don't really want to know more because you're going to give me a flashback. So, the wicked man of the desert who has cast a curse on you. So while this plays out, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Skyward Sword, weirdly enough. So, my series for Skyward Sword finished, well, like late-ish last year. It was like around fall, autumn time. And I realized something replaying that game, actually, that I think it's better than a lot of people give it credit for. Especially the second half of that game. Like, once you get to like the ancient cistern and the ancient sea, where like the desert is basically a sea and you travel through it with a time shift stone. That's the word I'm looking for. And it's just amazing. I just want to also say, we see this cutscene like 3 times in this game. It's crazy. Just with more stuff added or different dialogue. So yeah, I really do think that Skyward Sword is a little bit underrated as a Zelda game. I think the same about Twilight Princess, because again, both of them have really long intros and take a really long time to get going. And to be honest, Twilight Princess's first dungeon isn't that good, but its second, Goron Mines, is really good. So it's kind of like, you know, half of one thing and then all of another. It's really good. And And then the same with this game. Like, I feel like this game has its weak points, but its intro is actually really strong, and it's something both of those games failed to do. This game gives you really, really cool, like, straight off. Chewie is just making noises in the background. Going from, like, you wake up in this house to fighting inside a giant tree against a spider, to then, you know, more exposition and story. And it doesn't really, like, pop things up on the screen telling you to do things all the time. It kind of lets you learn as things go on. So, it's pretty good. Chewie is, like, growling at something, so I'm going to have to go sort him out. So I'll cut this out. Or you guys can just watch the cutscene. And I have returned, and the Deku Tree is still talking to us. Wow. Chewie wanted to go outside and do his business, so I thought I would take a bathroom break as well. So I'm now feeling refreshed and ready to, you know, sit down for the long haul and get to Goron City, which there's a lot still between us and that, including this cutscene right now. And then we got to go to Hyrule Castle Town, Hyrule Castle. Link is already sat down because he's bored. Oh! You know what's about to happen? You ready, guys? The first cool little animation I made that has impact on the sidebar is about to happen. And there we have it. That is the Kokiri Emerald, which it'll tell us at some point. Look at that shiny, shiny N64 graphics. You got the Kokiri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest. The future depends on thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Yes, yes, Shakespeare. Oh, look, his text is slowing down. That must mean he's dying. I just want to reiterate that I love this game. And he did. A really interesting thing, I was watching a Zeltic video the other day, and he was saying about how the fairies in Ocarina of Time may just look like glowing balls of light purely because they couldn't render small fairies in like the N64 graphics, so they just made them like a bright ball of light. Because in Wind Waker you get like normal little fairies, which is a really interesting thought actually. I prefer this style though. I think it's way more sprightly, like they look like sprites or spirits. And I think I prefer it. Maybe yeah, I just love this game. I can keep saying that like over and over and over again. But we are done here. I'm not gonna go and do anything else. I'm gonna do all the Lost Woods sort of stuff after. I mean, you can't do it yet anyway. But once we get to Goron City, I will tackle the Lost Woods stuff. Oh, poor Saria. We didn't even speak to you after the opening, like, leaving the house cutscene thing. I knew that you would leave for the forest someday. Leave the forest someday, not leave for. If he was leaving for it, he'd be going to it. That's okay, because we'll be friends forever. So she's about to give us the Fairy Ocarina, which is something we only use for, like, the next 2 hours or so. Not even that, like, maybe next hour. Yeah, give or take, Jabu Jabu can take quite a while. And, yeah, it's really just a brownish, fleshy-coloured ocarina. And, oh, Breath of the Wild theory. I think the reason we haven't seen a musical instrument yet for that game is because it's the Ocarina of Time again. Just putting that out there. And can you imagine how the insane implications that would have? But, you know, I think it's going to be in there. I think that, like, because the shrines are all over the world, and some of them have already risen out of the ground, but suppose if there's 100 shrines, we've seen vast shots of the landscapes, and we've seen nowhere near that. We've seen maybe 40 or 50. Like, if you take from what we've seen and then imply that across all of the land. I think there's a bunch of hidden shrines that you have to play something on the musical instrument of your choice, aka Ocarina of Time, to spawn up. But that's just a theory. A Zelda theory. I shouldn't try to imitate MatPat. He is, we may share the same name. Matt, not Pat. And, yeah. Oh, hoot hoot. It's Gabora Gabora. Gabora, whatever his name is. I said it right, probably somewhere in there. Thanks. Did you read all that? Yeah. Still, Nintendo, putting no first. What were you thinking? Alright, let's just roll out of here, and then I'm just going to aim myself in this direction. And we're going to backwalk. We're going to backwalk for about another 10 seconds, and then I'm going to reorientate myself here. So we're now going to move this direction. And we should get to the gate. Man, I narrowly missed that tree. That was really lucky. Yeah, we're pretty close. Let's speed this up some more. Well, I just made it like way too late, but we got here before the howl? Before night? Yeah, music's good. Sweet. I really like this. Oh my god! I've never noticed this person's face before. Yeah, well, let me zoom in on it. That's horrific. Horrific! Even like this dude's face over here, you can see behind this crowd of people. Horrific. Everyone else's face is okay. I suppose. Oh, hello! Hey, your clothes. They're different. You're not from around here. No, I'm not. Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest. I said I wasn't reading dialogue. I'm not reading dialogue. Can we roll in here? Oh, we can. Let's go in here. And get the nice cutscene of Hyrule Castle. I'm just going to trigger this. Hey, we just talked. Like 2 seconds ago, we just talked. Okay, Hoot Hoot. Do you want me to hear you say what I said again? No. Again, changing the answers. Nintendo. Trolling since the 90s. Right, so now go back in here. And then back out of here. And Malon should be right here singing Epona's song, which she is. You're going to the castle, I am. Would you mind finding my dad? We will go find Mario, don't worry about it. And he must have fallen asleep. Oh yeah! Come on, give me the egg. All I need's the egg. Sweet. And... egg. Okay, right. And then... oh, I should have just gone the other way. Oh, I should actually save. That's a really good option to do right now. Considering I beat the Deku Tree and made it all the way here. I hate these vines. They fixed them in the 3DS version. But there's only like 1 or 2 points you can actually climb up. In the 3DS version it feels much better. And we'll just make our way over here, avoiding the guards. So this is the point where you can kind of just like get up here, go past the butterflies, and you're home free. I mean, they're really they've got the best vision ever. I mean, Zelda should be really proud of them. Greatest vision of any guards I've ever seen. Climb over here. And if you look forward... oh, no, I don't want to talk to you. You see the Super Smash Bros. Stage there? It's called Hyrule Castle in that stage. It literally looks just like that. If I hide that, look at that. It's literally what the stage looks like. And now we're wasting time. Yeah, swim down here, get a couple of rupees. The only reason we need rupees right now is for the is it the Keaton mask? It's the Keaton mask. But I think we'll probably get a bunch more inside. Let's do this. Just wake up Mario. What in tarnation? No, no one can sleep. Get out of the way, Mario. And who might you be? I'm the guy in green who's telling you to get your blue plumber slash farmer ass out of the way. His hands are really creepy. N64 hands are pretty weird, actually. I also wonder if all Hylians have pointy ears purely because of the triangle count on N64. Oh man, it was the easiest way to do ears back then. I think you have to be here at night for this Gold Skulltula to spawn, and I don't think I'll be coming back here. Yeah, so that's the Gold Skulltula I'll just never get. Never get. Right, let's move these boxes, and let's get inside the castle. I mean, Link would not be a very good mover. Can you imagine, like, yeah, I'm moving a house today. I need a guy who's really good at moving things. And then this kid turns up, and this is how he moves all of your boxes of, like, collectibles, of electronics, and clothes. He just pulls and pushes them like this. Oh, he's also about 2 foot tall. So all of your boxes are, like, this big compared to him. I mean, that's a story, right? Please no one draw that. Or if you do, don't credit me for the idea. Oh man. Right. Let's do this.